Good evening and welcome to the Grand Center. Please turn your attention to the court as the Averett University volleyball program would like to honor its senior class. These four seniors have dedicated so much of themselves to the program over the last 4 seasons. Head coach Danny Miller and assistant coaches Annie Deloitte and Matt Stoles are proud to call these players their own for the contributions they've made to the program and the university as a whole. Our first senior is number 2, Emily Stanley. A native of Sanford, North Carolina, Emily has been a mainstay for the Cougars on the back line at libero for the last 3 seasons. She's played in 336 sets so far, and during that time she has compiled 235 assists, 154 service aces, and 1,265 digs. Stanley has also been named to the USA South Academic All-Conference team in each of her past 2 seasons, while also earning USA South All-Sportsmanship team honors. In addition, she's been active on campus, serving several roles within the Student Athlete Advisory Committee and is the SAC president for this school year. Majoring in biomedical sciences and minoring in business, Emily is escorted today by her parents, Kevin and Julie Stanley, and siblings, Ethan and Ashlyn. Let's give it up for Emily Stanley. Our next senior is number 8, Kaylee Steelman. From Kinston, North Carolina, Kaylee has played in 76 career sets thus far, collecting 19 service aces and 76 digs. She has earned USA South Academic All-Conference honors in each of her first 3 seasons at Averett. Majoring in biochemistry, Kaylee is joined today by her parents, Paul and Jennifer Steelman. Let's give it up for Kaylee Steelman. Our next senior is number 10, Jordan Pitzer. A native of Franklinton, North Carolina, Jordan has appeared in 141 sets, registering 300 career kills, 28 blocks, and 179 digs in 2 seasons with the program. So far this year, Jordan has recorded 10 double-digit kill performances, 6 double-digit dig outputs, and 6 double-doubles. Majoring in nursing, Jordan is joined today by her parents, Jay and Lisa Pitzer. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Pitzer. Our last senior is number 22, Keenan Marks. A native of Jacksonville, North Carolina, Keenan has been a staple at setter for the Cougars, appearing in 443 sets thus far. Over the past 4 seasons, Marks has accrued 218 kills, 3,569 assists, 208 service aces, 958 digs, and 63 blocks. During her freshman season, Marks earned USA South Conference Rookie of the Week 5 times, earned USA South Rookie of the Year honors, was selected to the USA South All-Conference First Team, and named to the Virginia Sports Information Director's State Rookie of the Year, having led the conference with 1,165 assists. In 2016, Marks earned both VASID All-State Second Team and USA South All-Conference First Team East Division honors, leading the conference in assists for the second consecutive season with 1,295. In 2017, Marks was named to the USA South All-Tournament Team and earned USA South Academic All-Conference honors. Majoring in biomedical science, Keenan is being escorted today by her parents, Kevin and Judy Marks. Let's give it up for Keenan Marks. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 Averett Volleyball Senior Class.
Welcome to the Grant Center and welcome to Danville, Virginia, where we have a presentation of your Averett University Cougars going up against the Salem College Spirits. It is senior day here, and it is going to be an exciting game against these Salem Spirits. And my name is Eddie Glenn, joined by Trevor Ramagos, and Trevor has the starters for the Spirits.
Number 1, a junior, Taylor Moulton. Number 6, a junior, Madeline Chappell. Number 8, a sophomore, Catherine O'Connell. Number 17, a junior, Cameron Sloop. Number 18, a junior, Hannah DeClap. Number 19, a junior, Alexis Sunderland. And number 20, a freshman, Olivia Henderson. Eddie, you have the Averett starters.
And as we mentioned, it is senior day, so all of the posters are up for our four-year seniors, or all of our seniors anyway for this team. And so starting us off will be number 2, senior, Libera, Emily Stanley. Number 3, sophomore, Brooke Aaron. Number 5, sophomore, Mackenzie Miller. Number 8, senior, Kaylee Stillman. Number 10, senior, Jordan Pitzer. Number 18, Madison Dedez. And number 22, senior, Keenan Marks. And what a senior class it is. You look at outside hitter like Jordan Pitzer, assist women like Marks and Stillman, and a very great libera and Emily Stanley. I mean, what almost a flawless senior class that is.
They are very good, Eddie.
Almost no weakness within that class. And of course, senior day, the last home game after Danny Miller was able to pick up his 600th win on Tuesday.
It's great to be in the building for that one, Eddie.
Absolutely, and it's always great when you're able to call a record-breaking game, but 600 wins, man, that's a lot of wins, and again, I was honored to be a part of that. And I think our sports information director, Drew Wilson, posted on Twitter when Danny Miller first started coaching here at Averett, Drew Wilson was in the 8th grade.
Oh, wow.
To give some context, Drew Wilson is in his 11th year here at Averett.
That is crazy. I had no clue.
Right, so Danny Miller been at it a very long time, showing no signs of stopping and no signs of losing. Danny Miller still on the winning train.
This is going to be a great game today, USA South matchup. They're both 7-4.
Right.
It's a very competitive game coming your way.
And Averett is 7-1 against Salem since 2002, including 3-1 since the Spirits joined the USAC conference back in 2016. However, Salem did win a close matchup in 3-2, took us to 5 sets, and it's when we played them at Salem earlier on this season. And Salem's last matchup they won 3-2 as well. So Salem not opposed to going 5 sets with anyone. And of course, the girls, the seniors especially, it's bittersweet. You know, it's your last time performing on your home court ever. You know, and I think a lot of seniors, when they come back to this court, then it finally hits them. It's the game you come to after your last game performing, where you realize you're not going to put on that uniform in front of the crowd no more, but you've given it your all, and you're going to hold your all. And Jordan Pitzer and Kaylee Stillman will sub out of the game. Abby Taylor and Emily Stanley subbing in. And so Averett will get the serve.
We're just about ready to get under action here.
So Mackenzie Miller will serve first for the Cougars. As you mentioned, very good at service aces she is. And here's Brooke Aaron. And the Cougars will pick up the point. Like Brooke Aaron was aiming for that back corner. Got it anyway, but it was tipped in front of that front wall of Salem.
Mackenzie Miller and Keenan Marks, 2 of the best servers in the conference.
2 of the best servers and 2 of the absolute best assisters as well. And Miller not able to get her outstretched hand to that one.
Good little dump in the corner there by the Spirits.
Miller setting up Aaron. And just found the outside of that line. So 2-1 for the Spirits. And serving for the Spirits is 13, Corin Shores, the sophomore out of Elkin, North Carolina. And looks like that serve will travel out of bounds, and it does.
If you're just joining us, Spirits are in the gray and the Cougars are in the white.
Brooke Aaron's serve just catches net, so Salem will take that 1-point lead again. Checking in is number 20, Olivia Henderson, the freshman. Serving is number 8, Catherine O'Connell. And what a great dig there. That was number 1, Taylor Moulton, the junior, getting up under that ball, laying it out on the line. You can see her grabbing her forearm and elbow area.
She laid out all the way for that one.
But the Cougars do pick up the point. So serving now would be Emily Stanley. Way to get up under it by Miller. Taylor just has to move it back over the net. A great dig by Stanley and the Cougars.
Wow.
Way to get that ball over the net.
Get the point, keep the point going.
And the Cougars tough it out and win the point there. I'll tell you what, these girls, they'll put it out on the line much more than I will. That hardwood is not soft and it doesn't move when you hit it.
Even with those knee pads, that's still gotta hurt.
Absolutely. I don't know. I'd take second guess before taking a dig at that ball there. I'd have to question, is the point really worth it? But these girls, no doubt in their heart is it worth it, and that's why they're so good. Marks. Well, actually might have been able to squeak that into that far corner, but just too much mustard on it.
Now Dixie Folk on the serve for the Spirits. Patterson, what a dig there by Alexis Sunderland, but it goes out on the Cougar side. Cougars lead 6-4. Keena Marks to serve here.
Marks tried to get up under that one, but just too quick, or like she might have miscalculated where that ball was going to land. Yeah, up under it by Brooke Aaron. And again, that was Moulton trying to get that ball back over the net, just not enough power. Moulton up under it. And go back to Henderson. Aaron back over the net. Henderson under it. That's Falk sending it over. And Patterson with the double touch.
New sub Catherine O'Connell comes on for the Spirits.
Aaron bringing the heat, but Moulton right there. And Micah Patterson doing a good job, great job, excuse me, in front of the net.
Kaylee Stillman will check in to serve, the senior.
Taylor, Gadez trying to push it over, but the front wall of Salem right there. And I believe that was Falk. And I was right there heading that charge. Dixie Folk, number 2, the freshman, out of Low Gap, North Carolina.
Sensational block there by O'Connell. With that serve in the net, Cougars take the lead 9-8 earlier in the first set. Backs it.
You're not going to get it that easy with Stanley on the court. What a great job there from Keenan Marks. Marks so good at finding the gap in the defense.
Yeah, the defense had shifted right there, and she just put it right down the line in the corner.
And Mackenzie Miller doing a great job off the serve. Like it came off of Sunderland's hands the wrong way. Junior out of Spring Hill, Florida. Taylor. Miller looking for Dedez, and that's a point for the Cougars. Dedez coming into this game leads the USAC conference with a .331 hitting percentage. And so now serving will be Corin Shores, the sophomore. 12-9 in favor of the Cougars. Marks, Miller, and Dedez trying to go soft there, but the front wall was ready. Taylor, Miller to Marks. And that's another point for the Cougars. And so Aaron on the serve.
Oh, what a get by Stanley.
Stanley's so good at those digs. Stanley, Miller to Dedez. And what a dig from there. Sunderland.
Beautiful digs by each team.
Taylor and Sunderland again. And Salem wins the battle for the point. And now Danny Miller will get up to speak to his team.
That was a really good point there, Eddie.
Both teams back and forth. Great digs by
efforts.
H. Libera.
Dedez.
Miller able to get up under it. Marks looking for Taylor. Taylor went with the left hand there. Always awkward to go left hand on the left side of the court, down the left hand line, but she did it. And Stanley not able to get all the way up under it, so 13-12 now, Salem.
Too good of a strike there.
Back into it, and this is O'Connell on the serve. And Mackenzie Miller.
Beautiful set over. Just set it right over the net. No
like you said, absolutely masterful. And good placement there by the Spirits.
Very competitive first set here. It's 14-13 Cougars.
said, very competitive. Just one 1-point game as Dixie Folk will stand back to serve. And just too much from Emily Stanley. And that serve from the libero came off of the net. So 15-14 for the Cougars, and Kenan Marks will step back to serve. And that serve just finds itself on the other side of the line, so both teams trading bad serves back and forth. And this will be Taylor Moulton. Micah Patterson.
That one took a deflection off of a Salem blocker.
Abby Taylor back to serve for the Cougars. Sunderland up under it. Folk to Henderson. And Stanley with a nice dig, but it goes the wrong way, unfortunately. And these teams are going tick for tack here. Stanley, Marks looking for Aaron. Able to get up under it was Moulton. Marks to Stanley, looking for Aaron. They find her. Sunderland able to get to it. Here's Folk. Looking for Sloop there. And Miller.
Miller just missed wide. Another great point between the teams. Salem takes the lead now, 17-16. Beautiful kill there.
And that was from Brooke Aaron. And Aaron leads the team coming into this game with 189 kills and is second on the team with 222 digs. And she's only a sophomore. Aaron Marks looking for Miller. And it looks like Dixie Folk can't even believe it herself. She wanted to go with that set touch over and kind of caught the wrong piece of the ball, but it hit the net and still found its way to the ground. So it is a point because that play on the ball is still legal. So 18-17 Spirits have the lead. And Taylor not able to field that correctly, so 19-17. Timeout called. Averett, 19-17, Spirits out in front. So the Spirits lead it by 2 points, 19-17. And here's Mackenzie Miller. And her team 1 point closer. Trevor, neither team showing real clear advantage here. Like I said, both teams usually staying within 1 point, 2 points. think the biggest lead might have been 3 points this whole set.
It's been a tight first set. Expected as both teams took it to the full length, 3-2 in Salem.
And too much power from Brooke Aaron. Brooke Aaron bringing it right to you from that outside hitter position.
Kenzie Miller to serve here. Good serve.
And just like that, the Cougars take back the lead and find their way into the 20s.
Miller to serve again.
Marks to Miller to Aaron.
And what a blast by Brooke Aaron there.
And Aaron really showing off the power in her arm. Timeout, Salem. Cougars take back the lead 21-19 and are looking to close out set number 1. Brooke Aaron able to bring her team back and take the lead off of the strength she possesses in her arm, adding on the rocket launcher attachment. And here's Miller looking for Dedez now. Dedez trying to catch Salem off guard. Here's Aaron. Miller looking for Marks, and that came off of Salem Spears' hands. Taylor. Miller looking for Dedez. Thought it might have found hardwood. Miller. Hey, Marks with the accuracy on. Marks the accuracy on the attack to go far back corner. I mean, absolutely squeak it in. 23-19. Cougars have been on a roll. Taylor. Miller.
And that point there for the Spirit ended a 7-point run for the Cougars.
Taylor. Miller looking for Marks.
Excuse me, a 6-point run. Oh, wow, right into the corner.
Or excuse me, Dedez.
For Dedez.
Painting the lines there with the ball. 24-20. Brooke Aaron looking to close out here. Stanley. Miller looking for Dedez.
And she puts it right in the corner.
And just like that, the Cougars win set number 1, 25-20. Set 2 coming up.
Welcome back to the Grant Center. Cougars won the first set 25-20. Going to keep it going here in the second set.
And that 5-point lead that they had at the time of winning was actually the biggest lead of the entire set. And Cougars went on quite a run, as you mentioned. I believe it was like a 8-point or 9-point run they went on there right at the end of the set to come back and win.
And right as they lost the lead, they went on that run too.
Right.
Big confidence booster going into the second set. Miller here to serve after Cougars won the first point. Block and a kill by Dedez.
Dedez so good in front of the net. And she's got another full year here at Averett. And so the point goes to Salem. It's going to be a double tap on the Cougars.
You don't see Stanley called for many of those.
Right. And so Shore's on the serve. Like you said, usually Stanley pretty aware of what she's doing out there on the court, but mental lapses happen. Dedez Miller is going to look for marks. Shore's able to get up under it. Taylor. Miller looking for Dedez.
Wow, what a dig there.
Dig there from Shores. Stanley, Miller looking for Aaron. Cougars pick up the point. Three 3-1 the Cougars lead. Brooke Aaron back to serve. Another point for the Cougars.
Errant pass there from Sunderland.
And a bad serve from Aaron. We'll give the Spirits to serve. Catherine O'Connell on the serve for the Spirits. Miller, and that's Taylor. Great dig there from O'Connell. Aaron, Miller, Dedez. Great dig. And here comes the Spirits. Out of bounds. So 5-3 the Spirits, or excuse me, Averett leads. Spirits trail as Micah Patterson will check back into the game.
Dedez will get a break. Good kill there by Taylor Moulton. Dixie Falk and Anna Schneider will check in for the Spirit.
And Falk will step back to serve. The Cougars. And Spirits. And Micah Patterson right there to block it. Stanley. Miller looking for Patterson.
She didn't get all of her hand on it.
No, she didn't. The ball lands just out of bounds. So the Spirits able to pick up the point, and Folk will step back to serve again. 5 apiece.
Good kill there from Tina Marks. dig from Stanley. And the effort pays off as the Cougars win the point there. Seven 5 Cougars now. Marcus will come on to serve. So on drive serve. Fulton trying to set up Moulton. She missed it. Wide left. Noah Schneider, who put a little too much on that one. It sails out. Cougars now on a 4-point run here.
Stanley not letting it find pay dirt. That's Taylor looking for hardwood. And Patterson with the block. Marks on the serve. And here's the Spirits. Marks trying to dig, but that was Moulton with the good placement on the attack. (10-6) for the Cougars. And Micah Patterson getting her attack to go. And here comes the Spirits. Great dig by Abby Taylor there. Taylor, Marks, and here's Brooke Aaron. Doesn't look like she got all of that ball. And Marks not able to get to it. 11-7.
Block from Salem, and Miller just couldn't keep her hand off of it. Looked like it was going to go out. Was a little upset with herself.
Brooke
Aaron with a rip. Kelly Stillman will come in to serve again. Good serve for Stillman.
And it didn't look like Sloop could get all the way up under that.
She needed to move her feet a little bit more.
So Stillman again. (14-8) by the Cougars. And the Cougars doing a good job this set of holding their lead. Stillman, a great dig. Taylor, Marks looking for Miller.
Wow. That was just precision at its finest.
Beautiful placement in the corner. And a timeout call by Salem. 15-8. Your Cougars lead it. we are back here at the Grant Center. 15-8, your Cougars lead it. Kaylee Stillman, the senior, back to serve. Taylor, able to get out there and get a hand to that
ball. With another thunderous strike.
Again, Brooke Aaron, like a locomotive right at you.
Cougars take a commanding 16-8 lead here in the second set.
Marks. Stillman looking for Miller. And just a miscalculation on where that was going to land by Falk. And again, this Salem Spirits team without a single senior on this team. As we mentioned last time, that could possibly, that could hurt not having that, senior that's been here for 4 years. And painting the chalk again is the Cougars, making it really hard for this Salem team to play these balls. Exactly.
Between Stillman and Taylor. Even though the ball was on the back line, Stillman set Taylor, and she just placed it beautifully.
Stillman. Miller didn't know if she wanted to have it or not. Great job from Marks. Taylor. Marks, the Cougars finally set something up here for Miller.
Salem stops the bleeding there after the Cougars went on a very big run.
18-9. The Cougars absolutely took off. But here's Hannah Delkamp on the serve for the Spirits. Aaron Marks looking for Miller.
Set win here for the Cougars would be major, putting some pressure on the Spirit.
And especially a set win in commanding fashion like this would absolutely give them the most momentum running into the third set. Stanley, Miller looking for Aaron. Marks needs to get it across and finds net. So 19-10. And so that is Shores on the serve for the Spirits. And Dedea is not able to get her hand up under that ball, so the Spirits pick up another one, 19-11. Marks. And the Cougars doing a great job of getting that back over the net. A double touch there on the Cougars, so 12-19. Spirits coming back, 3-point run. And she finds net. So the Cougars stop the 3-point run, and Brooke Aaron will step back to serve.
Those unforced errors are momentum killers. The Spirit were trying to get back in the set there.
Great dig there by Brooke Aaron.
Marks finishes it off. 21-12 Cougars now.
Aaron on the serve. Miller looking for Marks. It's a great job there by Sunderland.
Kill there from Catherine O'Connell for Salem.
Miller to Marks. Too much power. So 21-14 now. And we go with Aaron to Miller. Looking for Taylor. And the Cougars pick up the point. 22-14 as Micah Patterson checks into the game to give the Dez a break. Stanley will step back to serve. Aaron up under it. Miller. That's a double tap on Miller.
Beautiful block there.
Absolutely. 23-15.
Taylor and Patterson.
Marks with the serve. Folk looking for Henderson there. Job by Sunderland. And Mackenzie Miller coming around behind. So 24-15.
Set point for the Cougars. Marks looking to close it out. She will do just that.
And so the Cougars win set number 2 by a total of 10 points. 2-0 lead going into set number 3. And we are back for set number 3. The Cougars win set 2 by 10 points. Now it's Mackenzie Miller on the serve.
Cougars have really played some great volleyball today. Just outskilled Salem as they lost at Salem 3-2. They're up 2-0 here in sets.
Definitely looking to avenge that loss and send their seniors out in the absolute best way possible. Here's Marks. And she's going to be able to get that point, but not before Shores could give good chase to it. Brooke Aaron's serve finds its way into the net. So 2 apiece. Great dig there by Miller. Stanley looking for Marks. Great dig. That was a fantastic dig by O'Connell, but our team couldn't corral it. Back into the game comes Sunderland for the Spirits and Patterson for the Cougars. Stanley will step back to serve.
Oh, wow.
Keenan Marks.
A kick over the net.
Keenan Marks, man, absolutely useful. Man, resourceful, able to use her feet to knock that ball, like you said, up over the net.
Any part of the body.
And you know who else does that? I've seen Maddie Dedez do it twice with my own eyes here in the Grand Center.
That is a lucky thing to be able to see.
It almost makes me wonder if they practice it at the rate that they do it. But Marks, a heads-up play there. 5-2 for the Cougars.
Feel the momentum just keep going for the Cougars.
A 4-point lead here. You've got to think if the Cougars pick up another point to make it a 5-point lead, that the Spirits will take a timeout.
And they do. And the Spirits will take a timeout, Eddie.
And like I said, yep, they will take that timeout. 7-2, 5-point lead for the Cougars. And Stanley back to serve after the Cougars take a 5-point lead here in the Grant Center. And that point goes to the Cougars. I believe they're going to say Patterson was up under that net. Stanley, great dig. too much sauce there for Marks.
Sorry.
Taylor to Miller, looking for Patterson. Great front wall effort there.
Now the Spirit trying to get some momentum back. 3 points in a row there. Fulton serving for a fourth. Folk, excuse me, not Fulton.
And here's Taylor. Shores.
Dig by Sunderland.
Miller, Stanley looking for Marks. Marks finds net. So like you said, the Spirits, the timeout break proves fruitful after the Cougars have not scored at all after the timeout break. 4 straight points for Salem.
Patterson
looking back corner, but like you said, just too much on that.
7-7 now. Cougars had their 5-point run. The Spirit did. Cougars let them get no more as they lead 8-7. Now 9-7. Cougars lead. Marks on the serve. Sunderland, Falk. Stanley picks that off. Sunderland slow to get up, and she collided with one of her teammates. Looks like she's grabbing her knee. She's going to be subbed out.
She definitely didn't want to come out the game. Waved coach off. Marks getting the serve to go after eclipse the net there. And she will step back and serve again. 12-7, Cougars lead it. (12-8) after the Spirits are able to dig one in. Moulton back to serve.
Bomb from Taylor down the line. O'Connell couldn't get enough to make it a pass. Taylor now to serve. Back set for Miller. Takes the deflection and lands on the hardwood. Cougars up 14-8.
Taylor back to serve. (15-8). And timeout called again by Salem. 15-8. Cougars out in front. .
Welcome back here, Grant Center. 15-8 Cougars. Stanley to Marks. And a kill there from Patterson. We had the same score last set, Eddie. Cougars up by 8.
Great block there from the Cougars. Moulton sends it over. Taylor, Marks looking for Miller. Great dig from Sunderland. Stanley looking for Miller.
Blocks all around.
And I believe that's Sloop. Not able to get the lift on it she wanted. Caught the wrong part of her hand. (17-8). And the Cougars almost able to get that ball almost right off the ground there, but 19-7. Sunderland will serve. Taylor. Marks. Ball's got to get over, and it does.
Folk. Looking for Schneider. She couldn't get it over the net.
So Dedez and Stillman will both check in. Stillman steps back to serve. 18-9. (19-9). 10-point lead here for the Cougars. Taylor. Marks looking for Dedez. And Miller. 20-9. And so now Sarah Shropshire will check in. Bringing Taylor off the court. Great dig by Stillman. Another one. Marks looking for Aaron. And that block finds its way out of bounds. 21-9. Stillman. Marks looking for Aaron. And so 21-10 now. And Salem's able to stop that run from the Cougars. Shropshire. Marks looking for Dedez. And the Cougars pick up the point.
The Cougars 3 points away from sweeping here on Senior Day in the Grant Center.
Miller. Great dig by, couldn't tell if it was Miller or Sarah Shropshire that got her arms to it. (22-11) as Shores will step back to serve. (23-11) Brooke Aaron back to serve. Aaron Miller looking for Shropshire. Shropshire almost finding hardwood there. And the Spirits staying in it. They don't care how close the Cougars are to winning. They are staying in it and staying locked. Stanley Miller looking for Dedez. Can Salem get the ball back over? And they do.
Great
Stanley
there by Delcamp.
Miller looking for Shropshire. Point Cougars.
Now match point for the Cougars here.
(24-12) and Singer Emily Stanley back to serve. Miller. And now it's Patterson with the awkward little touch over there. And the block.
Salem saves a match point. Cougars up 24-13.
Folk checks in to serve for the Spirits. 24-13 Cougars. They do lead in set play 2-0. Marks. And how about Marks in her final game here in the Grant Center, getting the final point to win the game. 25-13. The Cougars win it. We want to thank you for joining us here on the Averett Sports Network on this nice Thursday evening. You could have been doing a lot of things, but you joined me and Trevor Ramagos here on air. And we want to thank you for that. We want to wish you a happy rest of your weekend. Join us on Saturday for a combination of soccer and football. Have a great one.